Let's make a productivity box to increase our focus. So this is going to be items that we're going to put next to our desk. So let's get started. So the first item is going to help block out outside noise. So if you have a bunch of outside noise, like people talking, TV going, cars going by, you're going to want to use this. You want to use some noise cancellation headphones. So when you have a lot of background noise, you just put your headphones on, and then it blocks out a lot of the noise, so that way you can focus longer. Having a quiet environment is extremely important for focus. So we're going to add that. The second item will help you focus longer when learning from success videos. So what you're going to want is, you're going to want some headphones. So if you use a laptop, you can use regular headphones like this. Or if you use a phone to watch success videos, you can use like earpods or AirPods. Either one works. But using those things when watching success videos will help you a lot more. So that way you won't have external noise. So this is for when you're learning from videos, and this is when you're learning, say, from books. Number 3 is this item is going to help you focus more on reading. So let me show you. Is you're going to want a reading light. So this light, for example, I need to find the charger for, but any reading light will work. So like this reading light, let's say, you can turn it on when you're reading, and then you have the light flashing on your reading. So that way you can focus more on your reading and you won't focus on the outside of the book. So this will help you a lot with your reading, especially if you add this with the noise cancellation headphones. Number 4 is if you have a lot of things that you need to remember and that keeps distracting you, what you're going to want is something to write your ideas down and have it right in front of you. So what we're going to use is, you want to use some Post-it notes. So what the Post-it notes is, whenever you have something that you need to remember, for example, something that I need to get at the store this week. So you get a pen and then you just quickly write it down. And then you can have this next to your desk. So you pull a Post-it note out and you can put this on your desk. So that way it's right in front of you. So you have it ready when you need to use it. So Post-it notes, we're going to add that to the box. Number 5 is, this is if you have important ideas or thoughts that you want to write down to clear your mind. So we talked about Post-it notes, but this is just mostly for important reminders, since you can't write much down with this. So what you're going to use for your ideas and thoughts is, you're going to want some mini notebooks. Yes, you can use this. You can use some blank pieces of paper, but this is mostly for on your desk, since a lot of your habits will probably use paper. But to put in the box next to your desk, I would recommend getting some mini notebooks. So that way, if you have ideas that you want to remember or important thoughts you want to get written down to clear your mind, you can write it on mini notebooks instead of just keeping it all in your mind. Yes, you can use online notes, but this is less distractions, and that's very important. Now, usually the habits that you have to do for success are pretty boring. Stuff like researching, reading, writing. So the habits aren't necessarily fun. So you're probably going to fidget around. You're probably just going to want to stop it and get out of your desk. So what you want to do for this to go in flow state and focus longer is, you want some fidget items. So if you remember the fidget spinner, that works pretty good. Or any fidget item works. So instead of playing video games, you can use this. A good replacement when you're starting to get bored while doing your success habits. So we're going to add that. This next item can help you increase your productivity a lot and help you stop procrastinating. So when you think about what is productivity, so when you think about what is the foundation to productivity and stopping procrastination, it's time. So what you're gonna want for this is, you're gonna want a timer. I'd recommend a physical timer since it's less distractions, but in certain cases you can also use your phone timer. So for your timer, this can help you track your habit time. This can help you give you the max time for tasks. A timer is extremely helpful for productivity and focus. And I'll teach you strategies on how you can use multiple timers for productivity. But for now, you can just use one timer. Give yourself a max time to do a task, or you can track how long it takes you to do a task. So timer, you can put it in your mini box, or multiple timers. The next thing is what I call a multi-purpose tool. So for this is more than just one item, but this can help you with multiple things. So you're going to want a pouch or mini bag, or you can use your laptop case if you have a laptop. So what I have in here is when you're getting distracted from your phone while you're doing your habits, like let's say reading, you can put your phone inside the mini pouch or bag. And then another thing you might notice is I have multiple pens in here. So usually for your habits, you're probably going to use a lot of pens. So you want an extra set of pens inside your mini pouch or bag. So this holds a laptop. So this holds a phone when we get distracted from it. And we have extra pens so you don't run out. And if you're getting distracted from your laptop when you say reading, you can put your laptop inside your laptop case. Or you could put it in any bag. Out of sight, out of mind. Now, what you might notice for your success habits is you might use your devices a lot of time in the day. So what you're going to want for this is you're going to want to keep a charger inside this box. So that way your devices are always charged. You don't want to run out of battery in the middle of a habit. So always keep it with you, your chargers. And then the bonus item is you want to get some tape. So in later videos, I'm going to show you how you can use your tape for productivity. But for now, let's add that to the box. So now later we can add more items to this box next to our desk, but for now start off with this. Keep it simple. You can start off with just one item at a time. So let me show you again how this is going to work. So when you're doing your deep focus habits like reading, you want to use some noise cancellation headphones to block out external noise. When you're learning from videos, you want to get some headphones. If you use a laptop, get some regular headphones. And if you use your phone for watching videos and learning, you can use some earpods or AirPods. Either one works. I just think for videos, laptop is a little better than phone. But that's just my opinion, right? And then we got some tape, but that's for another video. Timer, extremely important. And if you want, you can track all your habits with the timer. But you don't have to do that. You can start off with just tracking your productive minutes a day. Keep it simple. You have your Post-it notes. This is for important things that you need to remember. So if you need something that you need to get this week at the grocery store, you can just write it down on the Post-it note so you don't forget it. And then our mini notebooks. This is for our longer thoughts and ideas. And this is especially if you don't want to get distracted from your phone or laptop. You can use this. Or you could use paper. The next is usually habits are pretty boring. So you need something like a fidget items to help you stay focused longer and without being tempted to play video games when you're trying to do your work. This will help you again with your reading. You get a reading light. You can just flash this on what you're reading. And it makes reading nicer and better focus since the light is on what you're actually reading. And then we got our charger. Keep your devices charged. Don't let the battery run out. And then again, the mini bag or pouch. So this holds your phone when you get distracted by it, or you could get your laptop case when you get distracted by that. And then we have extra pens so you don't run out. So you don't need to start off with all these items. Start off with the one they think will help you the most. So leave in the comments below what is the first item that you're going to use to stay focused longer and to increase your productivity.